How's it going, guys? Will here. I'm back, and this time we have what I believe could quite honestly be the best budget keyboard, not only under $50, but also under $100. This is the Asceny 60%, and it seems like they've listened to all the complaints I've had with other past budget keyboards, and it seems they've designed one that could basically be the perfect value mechanical keyboard. Before we get into it, I do want to quickly disclose they did send me this keyboard for review, but they did specifically ask for an honest review, so that's what you guys are gonna get. I don't do anything else. First of all, what do you get in the box, which, while brown, is how I believe mechanical keyboard boxes should be. Not too flashy, but protective and stylish. First of all, obviously you get the keyboard. I mean, it'd probably be the worst budget keyboard if you didn't get it. And a nice and simple welcome card with all of the instructions you need. This is absolutely perfect for me because I really hate trawling through endless menus to search for one setting, so kudos to Asceny for making it so easy to understand. You also get a keycap puller and a hot swapping tool. More on that later because I think that could quite possibly be one of the biggest selling points of this keyboard. You also get a braided, removable USB-C cable for connection, which is again really nice to see on a keyboard of this price point, as most budget keyboards either don't have removable cables or ship with USB 2 cables, so it is really nice to see that they have just gone a little bit extra. As for the box, that's pretty much it. There's nothing unnecessary and it's well protected, which is what I like to see in mechanical keyboards. They actually told me they plan to include color keycaps and stickers in their release model. I have an early version, which is why I don't have those, but they did say they'd send me an updated version once it's released, so if I get my hands on that, I'll be sure to show you guys. Moving on to the keyboard itself, it features optical Gateron blue switches. It's nice to see such quality switches on such an affordable keyboard, as the Asceny 60% comes in at just under $50, Amazon Prime included, which in my opinion is an absolute bargain. The Asceny 60% is mostly made of plastic, which I'd expect from a keyboard at this price point, but even so, it manages to avoid feeling cheap. As somebody who's tried a lot of keyboards, both cheap and expensive, this doesn't feel cheap. And due to such high quality workings, I gotta say the build quality ain't bad. Following on, we have the switches. The Asceny 60% features Gateron optical blue switches, which is incredible, as you can actually hot swap between other optical Gateron switches. A really cool feature for a lot of people. For example, if you don't like these blue switches, maybe you like black switches like me, or maybe even red switches, you can simply swap these out, no soldering required, which is awesome. Okay, so in almost every budget keyboard review I've ever made, I've complained about the stabilizers being clip-ons, and when I said it seems like they built a keyboard around my criticisms, I wasn't kidding. These are some of the best stabilizers I've ever seen on a budget mechanical keyboard. They're push-through, which is great, not quite screw-in, but I mean, complaining about that's not really fair. They have minimal rattle and overall feel really good. This is continued on with the keycaps, which are actually double-shot PBT. Super rare for anything at this price tag, as most will ship with fairly okay ABS keycaps. Simplified PBT are more durable, won't lose color, and don't develop that typical old keycap shine over time, so it's nice to know that they're building a keyboard to last. Like most keyboards these days, the Asceny 60% features full RGB, however, this is probably the weakest point of the keyboard overall. It has this weird split in the light and the colors don't seem to be terribly accurate. Now, this isn't that important for me, as I prefer to use colored keycaps anyway, but if you're somebody who really likes your RGB, then you might want to look elsewhere. The Asceny 60% is one of the only budget keyboards I've ever seen to include software, which is super nice. It does need some work, it seems a little rough and I had a hard time navigating it, to be completely honest, but the fact that they bothered to make one at all really shows how they've listened to previous complaints and acted on that, which is again really cool. Alright, so it's that time of the video again. Let's see how this thing sounds. But do I recommend this keyboard or not? For the longest time now, the Magic Force 68 has been my go-to budget keyboard recommendation, and I've got to say, I like this better. I have no trouble recommending it, and honestly, for the price, you won't be able to find a better keyboard. And often when I get a keyboard for free, I like to give it away to you guys, but this Yeah, this is mine. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to like the video if you want to see more content like this, and smash that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 10K by the end of July, so every single subscription is massively appreciated. I'm done for now, and I'll see you next time.
Rolled up in that big truck with them guns up for them fuck boys. Smoked out in that Rolls boys. Blowing dope with that bad broad. Shawty know what I got cash. I'm throw it all if she want that. Every time you see me out of low trees, out my blunt fat, cause I'm rich. Dumping the clip on a bitch. They hold her smoking, I exit the switch. Step to the mic, got the venomous spit. She steady working it, twerk on the dick. I'm with the shit and I get it.